pay you.
Stop. Don't move.
Under the flickering neon lights of Brooklyn, Ethan Hayes lived a double life. By day, he was a faceless cog in a crime syndicate led by the ruthless Victor Kane, whose influence poisoned every corner of the city. By night, Ethan was a man plagued by guilt, haunted by the faces of those his actions had condemned. As a high-ranking member of Kane's empire, Ethan had seen it all: corruption, betrayal, and death. Yet, for years he silenced his conscience, believing he was trapped with no way out. Everything changed the night of the grand heist, a meticulously planned robbery targeting a government convoy. The operation spiraled into chaos, leaving innocent bystanders dead and blood staining Ethan's hands. It was then that he realized he couldn't continue down this path. Something inside him snapped. A need for redemption surged, outweighing the fear of retribution from Kane. 2 weeks later, Ethan walked into a nondescript government office, hands raised in surrender. Agent Claire Monroe, a shrewd operative in the Special Forces Division, took his confession. Skeptical but intrigued, she listened as Ethan revealed the syndicate's inner workings and proposed a daring plan: infiltrate Kane's network as a double agent, dismantling it from within. Monroe saw the potential, but warned him, "Once you're in, there's no turning back. We can't save you if this goes wrong." Ethan nodded, resolute. For the first time in years, he felt alive, driven by the prospect of atonement. Ethan's motivation wasn't purely justice. Among Kane's captives was Lily Hart, a woman forced into the syndicate's service under threat of death. She was more than just a colleague. She was Ethan's anchor, the one person who made the darkness bearable. Their secret relationship had been the only light in his shadowed world, but now it was a dangerous liability. Kane had his suspicions and didn't hesitate to use Lily as leverage, issuing ominous warnings that kept Ethan walking the line. Ethan's double life began. With Monroe's guidance, he fed the government crucial intel while maintaining his facade as Kane's trusted lieutenant. The stakes escalated when Kane's paranoia reached new heights. "I know there's a rat among us," Kane snarled during a tense meeting. "If I find him, I'll make an example so gruesome no one will ever cross me again." Ethan's heart pounded, but he maintained his calm, knowing any slip could cost him everything, and Lily. Weeks turned into months of relentless cat-and-mouse games. Ethan sabotaged operations, coordinated covert raids, and narrowly avoided exposure. Meanwhile, he devised a plan to rescue Lily. She'd been assigned as Kane's personal courier, a position that gave her access to sensitive locations, but also kept her under constant watch. Through cryptic exchanges, Ethan assured her of his intentions. "Hold on a little longer," he whispered one night. "I'll get you out, I promise." The turning point came when Kane's syndicate planned its largest arms deal yet. Monroe saw it as an opportunity to crush the organization, but Ethan had his own agenda. "The deal's going down at Pier 47, he informed her, "but I need a team to extract Lily. Without her, I'm not leaving alive." Reluctantly, Monroe agreed. The night of the operation was a symphony of chaos. Undercover agents stormed the pier, bullets slicing through the air as explosions lit up the water. Ethan fought like a man possessed, tearing through Kane's men to reach Lily. He found her locked in a storage room, bruised but defiant. "You came back for me?" she said, tears streaming down her face. "Always," he replied, pulling her into his arms. Their escape wasn't easy. Kane himself joined the fray, a towering figure of rage and violence. In a brutal showdown, Ethan faced his former boss. Years of pent-up fury and betrayal culminated in a fight that left both men battered and bloody. Finally, with a swift move, Ethan disarmed Kane, leaving him for the agents to arrest. The aftermath was bittersweet. Kane's empire crumbled, its remnants swept up by the government. Ethan and Lily, though free, bore the scars of their ordeal. Together, they joined the Special Forces Division, channeling their experiences into fighting for justice. Their partnership, forged in fire, grew stronger with every mission. Eventually, Ethan proposed in the same park where they'd once dreamt of a better life. Lily said yes, and for the first time, their future seemed bright. As they stood on the courthouse steps after Kane's trial, Ethan looked at Lily and smiled. "We made it," he said. "No more shadows." She squeezed his hand. "Just